Hi girls, good morning everyone. This is Nitya, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics from St. Anne's Arts and Science College. Okay, today onwards we are going to see the Unit 2 in the real analysis. Unit 1 fully was taken by the Induja ma'am, Assistant Professor Induja madam. Now, Unit 2 onwards I am going to handle in the real analysis. Okay. So we are going to see the today basic definitions and problems or examples in that. Basic definitions in the unit 2 we are going to see. In the last unit you have seen the sets and elements, right? What is it? What is an element? Bounded set, least upper bound, greatest lower bound. So the type of definitions as well as the theorems problems also you have seen. Here we are going to see the basic definitions in the unit 2 as well as the problems regarding that. Okay, so the unit 2, that is heading is, the topic is, or the chapter name is sequence of real numbers. Sequence of real numbers. So in the real numbers only we are learning everything in the real analysis. Okay, that can be made as a real analysis. Using the real numbers only they have find the research and a lot of things they have found out. And here we are going to see the sequence of real numbers. Sequence of real numbers. Okay, generally you know that what is a sequence, right? Suppose if for example a set of numbers is arranging in an order is called as a sequence. Suppose if you are taking the prime numbers, that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, it can be arranged in an order, in a natural number order it can be arranged. So it's a sequence. It can be put in a some brackets or a set brackets, so that can be called as a sequence. So here we are going to see the sequence of real numbers. You know what is real numbers already. So what is a sequence? Here we are going to see sequence, subsequence. So that all the things we are going to see. And bounded also we are going to see bounded sequence, continuous function, composite function also we are going to see. So monotone sequence, lot of sequence based things we are going to see in the real numbers now. That is a unit 2. So first we can see the definition sequence. What is sequence? Generally we know that what is sequence. And now we are going to see in the real numbers. So a sequence is S, capital S, it can be denoted as capital S, which is equal to set bracket Si, where I is lies from 1 to infinity of real number is a function from I to R, where I is a set of positive integers and R is a set of real numbers. Okay, so sequence is denoted as capital S is equal to set bracket Si, bracket of that is Si, where I is from 1 to infinity. So here I we have mentioned as 1 to infinity. What is the meaning? It's an infinite sequence, because from 1 we are starting and it's infinite. Infinite in the sense it will be moving and moving on. It doesn't have end. So it's a infinite. So it is a infinite sequence they are mentioning. So Si equal to S is equal to Si, where I is lies between 1 to infinity. This function from where it maps from I to R. What is I and what is R? I is a set of positive integers we are taking and R is a set of real numbers. So a sequence is a function from I to R. That is, I is a set of positive integers only we are taking and R is a set of real numbers. So it is mapped from I to R and the element should be in the format of Si, that is I equal to 1 to infinity, that is S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, likewise it will be the elements. So this is a definition of sequence. Next we are going to see the subsequence. What is a subsequence? The subsequence can be denoted as n of, open the bracket, that is set bracket, n equal to n to infinity is a function from I to I itself. I is a positive set of positive integers. So the subsequences will map from I to I. The same I function, that is it's a function from the same set of positive integers to the same set of positive integers only. Both the domain and the codomain will be same. Okay, that is a subsequence. And the elements of subsequence are denoted by n. That is a small n equal to 1 to infinity. This is also infinite subsequence because they have given the n equal to 1 to infinity. So Generally we know that what is a set and what is a subset. Likewise a sequence and a subsequence. Okay, so and it can be written as ni subset of nj, where I is less than j and where I and j are belongs to capital I. There is a set of positive integers. Okay, so the n can be n bracket n set bracket of n equal to n, where n is lies between 1 to infinity. Then the capital N, the subsequent n, can be denoted as how they are denoting. That is its conditions that ni subset of n of j, n of small I subset of n of j. Suppose if you are taking the elements I and j in that set capital I, then it should be n of I. If you are taking the subsequence, that should be n of I should be less than of n of j. That is a subset of n of j. It should be mentioned like that. Then we can call that as a subsequence. Since n is mapping from I to I, it follows that n is mapping from I to R because it comes under the sequence. So obviously it has to be I tends to R. Therefore n is a sequence they have given. Now a subsequence n bracket of n, that is n equal to 1 to infinity, is a sequence of integers whose terms are larger and larger. Here they have mentioning larger and larger as a infinite sequence or infinite subsequence. Now we are going to see the example in that. A sequence of prime number is a subsequence of n where n is equal to 1 to infinity. That already I have told in the first previous definition. Sequence of real numbers, that is we can start with the 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. These are all the sequence of prime numbers. They can be arranged in an order. So that is a subsequence of what? N equal to 1 to infinity. It can be written like that. So from the subsequence, in the sense, from the whole set we have to take in some numbers. Suppose it starts from 2, 3, 5, 7, means you can take a subsequence as 3, 5, 7 or 3, 5. Two elements only we can take. So that is called the subsequence of prime numbers. Okay. Next example is the sequence of even numbers. We know that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. And the sequence of odd numbers also 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. That also comes under the subsequence of n equal to, where n is lies between 1 to infinity. Okay, so now we have seen this sequence and subsequence. Are you all clear? Next we are going to see the composite function. This is a composite function, is a composed function. You can say that is a composed function. What is meant by composite? It has to be connected with the another function. It has to be substituted. When one function is substituted into the another function is called as a composite function. What is meant by composite? Generally we are adding, we are connecting. That is called the composite function. In the mathematics we are connecting the composite function. That is, connecting means composite, both are same. So when one function is substituted in the another function, that is called as a composite function. This you have learnt in the lower classes also. F of x into g of x means f of g of x. You have learnt already in the lower classes, but you have given the notation as different way. There is a thing, and there you have learnt in f, g, h, but here we are giving the different notation as s, n, likewise, or some different alphabetical letters. Okay, so composite function, here we are taking in the real numbers how the composite function will arise. If s is equal to sn, where n is lies from 1 to infinity, a sequence of real numbers, and a capital N, this is subsequence. We know that can be denoted as capital Ni, subsequence of the sequence of positive integers. Then the composite function s composed n. S composed n is called as a subsequence of s. So we are taking that s as the sequence and n as the subsequence. Then the composite function, that is s of n, that is s small circle you should write, composed of s composed of n, you can call that as a s composed of n, is called as a subsequence of s. Okay, and they have generated as a sequence as sn and subsequence as ni. Where I is lies between again the set of positive integers. So it can be written as n of ni equal to n of I equal to small ni. So n of I equal to, that is s of composed function, that is S of n of I equal to S into n of I. Already I have told you f of g of x is equal to f into g of x. Likewise here S of n of I. So n of I can be written as small ni. So S into small ni. So S small ni. And hence composed function, that is S of n of I equal to S ni, where I is lies between again 1 to infinity. Okay, this is a composite function from S to n. Now for examples we can see, consider the sequence 1 comma 0 1 comma 0 and define n equal to ni equal to n to 1 to infinity. By ni they have small ni, they have given us 2i minus 1, where I belongs to the set of positive integers capital I. Okay, what is the sequence they have given? 1 comma 0 1 comma 0, the sequence in that manner 1 0 1 0 1 0, likewise it's moving, it's an infinite sequence, and they have given the we have to define in that manner, that is a sequence n equal to ni, this that we already know. And small ni can be written as, they have given one condition, that is 2i minus 1, where I belongs to a set of positive integers, that is means we have to take only the positive numbers. So for answer, let us see the answer now. For I belongs to I, ni equal to 2i minus 1, it is a given thing. So that let us take the number as I equal to 1. So what will happen? n1 equal to 2 into 1 minus 1, that is 2 minus 1 is 1, then I equal to 2. So n2, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay, now given that is a sequence 1 comma 0 1 comma 0, generally we can take it as a sequence sequence should be S, but here we have denoted as a different alphabetical notation, B, capital B. We can use a S also, no issues at all. So B I have taken, so B equal to 1 0 1 0, it's a given sequence. Now B composed of n, that is a composite function of B and n. So n of 1 we are taking, so it can be written as B of n of 1, that is as per the composite function definition. So B of small n1, B of 1, that is n1 value is 1, so B of 1 equal to 1. Next one is B composed of n of 2, which is equal to B of n of 2, which is equal to B of n2. What is the n2 value? We have already seen 3. So B of 3 equal to 1, that is a composite function of B of 3 equal to again 1. Likewise, if we are proceeding this, we are getting the answer as 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1. So that is the sequence value. Next example, let us see C equal to n equal to 1 to infinity, which is equal to root n, and n equal to ni as usual, that is the sequence should be denoted as like this, and ni can be written as I power 4, whereas I is lies between infinity, then defined C composed of n, or composite function of Cn. Okay, so composite function of Cn equal to, we know that C of n, so n can be written as small ni. What is the small ni value they have given? I power 4. Now in I power 4 can be written as rise lies between 1 to infinity, we can apply the formula, and I power 4 is what they have given, root of n, so root of I power 4, so 1 to infinity we are going to apply. So after 1 by 1 if we are doing, we are getting the answer as I. If we are substituting all the values 1 by 1, we can simply write as I. So I of I is equal to 1 to infinity, it's a subsequence of C. Since it's I, we can apply 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 up to infinity, so we can keep as itself as a answer, is a subsequence of C. Next one is we can see the example 3, that is let S is n equal to 1 to infinity, the sequence defined by S1 equal to 1, S2 equal to 1, Sn plus 1 equal to Sn plus Sn minus 1, where n starts from 3 4 5 and find S8 they are asking. We are going to find the value of S8. So Sn plus 1 is a given term, that is Sn plus Sn minus 1. Now n equal to 2 we are going to start. So what will happen? So S3 equal to, in the place of n, S2 plus S2 minus 1, that is S2 plus S1. They have given the value as S1 and S2 in the question itself. S1 equal to 1, S2 equal to 1. So S3 value is 1 plus 1 is 2. Next n equal to 3 we are applying. So S4 equal to S3 plus S3 minus 1. So S3 plus S2. So S3 value is 2 and S2 value is 1. So 2 plus 1 3. Then n equal to 4 we are finding n is 5. n5. N equal to 5 means we are finding S6. N equal to 6 means we are finding S7. And n equal to 7 means we are finding the S8, that is 21. That only they have asked in the question. So the numbers Sn are called the Fibonacci series. What is mean by that is a concluding, we are concluding in that manner. Therefore the numbers Sn are called the Fibonacci series. You know that what is Fibonacci series? See that 3 plus 5 8, then 5 plus 8 13, then 8 plus 13 21. Likewise it will be moving on. So it is called as the Fibonacci numbers. Next example, consider the sequence 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 and defined n equal to ni, where I is lies between 1 to infinity. And here they have conditioned that ni equal to 2i minus 1, where I belongs to capital I. Now ni equal to 2i minus 1. Now substitute the I values. I first we are taking as 1. So n1 equal to 2 of 1 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is n1 equal to 1. Then I equal to 2. So n2 equal to 2 into 2, 4 minus 1, 3. So n2 equal to 3. Likewise n3, 5, n4, 7. Now we are going to see the composite function, that is b of n of 1 is equal to b of n of 1. So n1 is 1, so b of 1 is 1. Then b of n of 1, the composition of b of n of 1 is 1. Next b of n of 2. So n of 2 value is n2, that is n2 is 3. So it can be written as 6 2 3s are 6. B of n of 2 is 6. Now b of n of 3. So n of 3, b of n3, that is 5. So n3, 3 5s are 15 and so on. So we are getting like this. This is a b of n of n is equal to 1, 6, 15. Next definition, we are going to see the limit of the sequence. Where is the limit? Just now we have seen the infinite sequence, finite sequence. Infinite means 1 to infinity and finite means 1 to n. That is a finite sequence. Now we are going to see the what is the limit. In the limit of the sequence in the real numbers we are going to see. Let sequence Sn equal to n equal to 1 to infinity be the sequence of real numbers we are taking. We say that Sn approaches the limit L. So what is the limit? If for every epsilon greater than 0 there is a positive integer n such that modulus of Sn minus L is less than epsilon, where n is greater than or equal to n. So generally we are taking the sequence as Sn and it has to be approach L, that is approaches the limit L. So up to that only we are doing. What is the condition they have given? If epsilon greater than 0 there exists a positive integer n such that modulus of Sn minus L is less than epsilon. The answer should be less than epsilon. Okay, and n should be greater than or equal to n. Now limit n tends to infinity, if we are apply, what will happen? Sn equal to L, or Sn tends to L as n tends to infinity. This is the limit of the sequence. For example, we are seeing proof that limit n tends to infinity 1 by n. They are given the function as 1 by n equal to 0. Show that Sn equal to Sn where n equal to 1 to infinity, where Sn equal to 1 by n converges to 0. That is the limit of the function. When it converges to 0, then n tends to infinity. Okay. So let Sn equal to what? They have given us 1 by n. Given epsilon greater than 0, that is the condition. We must find n so that modulus of Sn minus L is less than epsilon, where n is greater than or equal to n. Here Sn what they have given? 1 by n. So 1 by n minus 0, because it tends to 0 they have given. 1 by n minus 0, which is less than epsilon. So if we choose n, then 1 by n, capital N also less than, automatically it should be less than epsilon. So 1 by small n is less than or equal to 1 by capital N, since if n is greater than or equal to n. Therefore small 1 by n is less than epsilon. That is a given function Sn equal to 1 by epsilon. Okay. Here if we take n belongs to capital I, that is a set of positive integers, then small 1 by n is less than epsilon. That's the sequence 1 by n, where n equal to 1 to infinity has a limit L equal to 0. So it has a limit as L equal to 0. This proves that limit n tends to infinity 1 by n, that is Sn equal to 0. Okay. So we have arrived the video. So what are the things we have seen? Sequence definition, then subsequence definition, then composite function, then what is the next one? In that composite function we have seen so many examples. After composite function, what we had seen? Limit of a sequence. Okay, totally 4 things we have seen today, 4 definitions. With that examples we have seen. First one is a sequence. It in the unit 2 is called as the sequence of real numbers. Sequence of real numbers. In the real number system, what are all the sequence we are going to see? In that sequence we have seen the definition, what is sequence, then what is a subsequence we had seen, then composite function. At last we have seen the limit of the sequence. Okay, just hope you have all copied in the classwork notebook, real analysis classwork note. Maintain in a separate classwork for the real analysis. Write it neatly. Okay, and then start doing the homeworks also. If I am telling now, we just copy the unit 2 both of the things. Okay, whatever I have shown now, copy it neatly. Okay, if you have any doubts, please comment me in the comment box. If you have doubts, or you can make a call to me also, or you can chat me in the WhatsApp. Okay, if you have a doubts, you can take a screenshot. You can ask me, ma'am, this is in this place I have a doubt. You can ask me, I can clarify you. Okay, girls, so start learning. Start day by day. Please just write everything. Write a home test daily. That will be a good practice for you. So daily practice that in your home itself, because we couldn't able to see you, right? So you couldn't able to ask any questions also. So since you are in a third year, you know very well how to learn in the mathematics, how to learn, how to study. So don't waste any of your time. Start learning. Okay, thank you girls. We will see in the next video. Thank you.